And we're back at part 2 of Belmont's Revenge, and this time we're gonna go into the plant castle. And just gotta wait for this little animation to happen. And right here you're greeted with a bridge. I also like that little touch in the background that makes the plants sprout. And once you get to this bridge, there are gonna be bugs jumping at you. So just make sure you wait for them and not rush in, because that's when you're going to end up getting in trouble. And that is a common theme with most Castlevania games, that if you rush in, you're going to end up getting yourself hurt. And going into these doors, you're going to see a lot of alternate pathways. You can take the top route or the bottom route. Generally the top route is tougher, but it's more rewarding, whereas the bottom route's going to be a lot easier but not have as many goodies. So in this case I decided to do a little bit of each. And yeah, I'm just going to let this holy water go. And also some of these ropes, if they don't reach down all the way, that means they lead into a pit, so just make sure you jump off before then. And the exploding eyeballs are back. You're going to be seeing plenty of those in this level, as well as those projectiles shooting. I think they're called Melon Man or something. I don't know. Also, the thing with these eyeballs is that they explode, and then when they explode, they end up blowing up chunks of the bridge. So that is something you do have to keep an eye out for, especially later on in the stage when they do show up more often. Anyway, just taking out some few bats. This part's really not too tough. I think pretty soon we're going to be going up to a ladder or rope climbing section, and that's where things start to get a little bit tougher. Because right here you're going to be greeted with skeletons, and this is why I decided to hang on to the axe, because they're a lot easier to deal with a weapon that shoots up, obviously. So I'm just gonna make my way across here. It is a little bit tedious because you do have to go all the way up and then jump off. Also, these skeletons respawn for whatever reason. So let's just take care of these guys. And this is way easier with the axe. You actually can get another axe in here if you just had the holy water. So that's just something to remember. So I have to just go up here because you can only go up or make it here from the rope. You can't make it up here from just a regular jump. Also, that bat does split in half into two smaller bats whenever you hit it with a regular whip attack, but if you use the axe it's a lot easier because it can take out both of them at the same time. And there's more jellyfish. I don't want these guys wandering too long. So let's just take these guys out. Pretty sure I didn't miss a health power-up, but I'll just see. Nope, it was right here. And just in case you needed it. Which, I mean, I needed a little bit, but not that much. Now this is where the breakable bridge parts as well as the eyeballs are going to come into play. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump over these guys. They introduced them in different sections, and I just wanted to show that part off with the eyeball breaking off the bridge. So what I'm just going to do is just make my way across here. And this part of the plants do slow you down. It doesn't really hurt you in any way, it just makes you go a lot slower, but it is a lot easier to miss jumps because of it. With this part, if you jump, you're going to end up hitting the spikes, so I'm just going to break a part of the bridge and then just go from there. So I do have to jump to go faster. And let's just take care of this guy. And you do have to break off a section of the bridge in order to make it down here. So let's just go. And see, this should be another checkpoint and another heart. And right here you're going to be introduced to spiders, and you're going to need to use these spiders as ropes in order to progress. And what happens is once they go all the way up, they start shooting at you. And how you want to handle this is you want to wait until they're all the way at the bottom and then throw an axe or something at them. And this is also kind of like another Mega Man style progression where they introduce a gimmick and let you practice on it, and then later on they're going to, actually right here, they're going to have those same spiders over a pit. So you just have to make sure you do master them by then. Which I clearly did not there. So I'm just gonna wait for him again. And you do have to bait these guys out. And then just toss another axe their way. And the thing is, if you do shoot these guys, or you do hit these guys way too far up, then you're gonna have a hard time making these jumps. And also because the spiders aren't even distance from each other, it can be kind of easy to screw up your jump that way. Alright, different music. So just follow the eyeballs. And same thing here. And see, do I want to get that? Actually, I want to take this guy out first because I don't feel like losing my whip upgrade. Nah. So let's just keep going here. And right here, you're going to want to drop straight down. You don't want to jump or anything because you might hit the spikes. And we're up here, we're at the boss. And what you're going to want to do for this boss is immediately go to the middle. And having an upgraded whip as well as an axe does help here. And these guys will shoot at you. Also, the platforms will ascend and descend. And if you do, you could end up getting yourself trapped, which could make this boss fight a lot tougher. And that's just something you have to worry about as you're fighting this guy. Now that one just barely hit me. But it still counts. And the thing is, you can whip the projectile, so that makes it a little bit easier. But with that, he is done. And we have beaten the plant castle. Actually, I guess it's every 30,000 points after, or after the 20,000. Now, well, I'm not really sure. I'll have to look more into that. But now that we're triumphant over the plant castle, join me next time as we take on the remaining castles.